conscious souls, chosen ones, empaths. The obsession is really weird with the narcissist. It goes unnoticed because it's covertly done. But the obsession runs deep in this narcissist about you. When they met you, when they're around you, they often cut off many people that they had around. They had other suppliers on their radar. They would cut these other suppliers off. They'll do a disappearing act on other suppliers, because of you, right? And this obsession never dies. It never dies. You got to know this. It goes on and on and on to the point where you become this figment in their mind that they just want to destroy. They want to bring you down. They get desperate because they know where you're going. A lot of these narcissists are spiritual. They know that you've got the aura. They know that you've got the light, and they know that you're going to go on to better things, right? We have got better things ahead of us, right? God willing, we do, right? And, you're not in a competition with a narcissist, but they're in a competition with you, you see. Like, you was probably generally happy for them when they was doing well in life, right? But when you done well in life, when you were with them, it made them wound up. That's part of their obsession. It's what it was rooted in, why they wanted to destroy you, okay? They're very, very insecure about you going off and living a more fulfilling, meaningful life than without them. They get very, very, very jealous. They get very jealous about the people that you're around, the people you're communicating with, the friends you're around, the family you're around. And I know many of you are just alone at the moment, and they still get jealous of that. You know why? Because they're worried that you're carefully selecting. All right. Oftentimes, narcissists want you to actually go off with someone new because they want you to grieve them, and that often happens. I've spoke to people in sessions that have been with new people and they've broken down, they've missed a narcissist, things like this, and it's because they're trauma bonded, right? These sorts of things have happened to people I've spoke to in sessions. So all I'm saying is this obsession runs deep, deep, deep in this narcissist. They are absolutely obsessed about you. It's just what they are, They spy on you. They stalk you. I've heard it all, right? They go quiet. A lot of you don't understand the thing about what the narcissist is going quiet. They're going quiet, abandoning you, ghosting you to make you obsessed about them, right? I'm not saying that because you're on a channel or you're on this channel or other channels listening about narcissism, because you're educating yourself. But they want you obsessed about them, like always wanting them, desiring them, wishing for them back. They want you praying to God, channeling all your energy towards rebuilding that relationship. That's what they want. Because they always felt like they was not good enough around you. I don't care what the dynamics was. They always felt like they wasn't good enough around you. So they wanted to dominate you, take over your life, completely take over your life, right? Because they were scared for you to have any time for yourself. You got to understand about the sleep deprivation aspect of what narcissists do. They will sleep deprive you. They will sleep deprive you so you don't see outside the box, so you stay asleep. Remember, they're running game to keep you asleep the whole time you're around them. They're running game to keep you asleep, right? So that's part of their obsession, to keep you asleep. There's so many aspects, like there's so many layers to this obsession, keeping you asleep, right? Keeping you under the illusion is an obsession, right? Making you think they're best for you. They're the perfect partner, or the perfect friend, or the perfect family member, or whatever. Perfect colleague. See what I'm saying? It's all running on obsession. There's no love in there. And sometimes it's misconstrued by the empath, the chosen one, the genuine soul, the conscious soul. That is some form of love. It's not. It's obsession. That's their version of love. It's sick. It gets so sick the way they want to destroy you and the way they study every aspect of your life. Look at the mirroring that they done. Look at the soulmate effect they give off, right? They gave off that they were a soulmate, but soulmates can be friends and all types, right? But they felt like they were a soulmate to you. That's because their obsession ran so deep and they meticulously studied you. And that's why now you need to have a meticulous vetting process so you can sort out the narcissist from those that are not. Whoever you counter in your life, you can sort them out correctly. That's what it's all about. So they're extremely obsessed with you. It's very weird. It's very deranged for a human to fill that amount of time on your life, right? They study you. I said this yesterday. They can't go on a plane journey you know, where there's no Wi-Fi because they need to keep up to tabs with what you're doing. They do this through the silence. They're keeping up to tabs with what you're doing through the silence, through the no words, through the no contact, right? They're aware that no contact is a painful punishment to someone, right? And you don't deserve it, but you deserve to do it to them. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if you were ghosted, discarded, or abandoned. The quicker that you realize that you need to go silent and back away is when you master these concepts that I'm trying to express in these videos, right? So they are extremely obsessed about chosen ones, empaths, genuine souls. They really, really are. It's just the way they are. They always will be. It's because it's opposites. You know, you're light, they're dark. You come into their world, you lighten up everything around them. They seem more glorious. They seem more glorified. They seem more appealing because they have you in their life. Things are easier because they have you in your life. This is what makes them obsessed about you. Right? This is what you bring to people's lives. People don't make you conscious of this, but you bring a lot of benefit and selflessness to people's lives. A lot of generosity, a lot of care, a lot of love. And it's in that form, it's a supply source for them that they get intoxicated by, that they turn into so obsessed. And they get so obsessed to destroy you because they don't want you to ever be with someone else again. Or they want you focused on them when you're with someone else. Right? They're fucking deranged. Right? It's fucking weird. Excuse my language, but it's weird. I haven't got any other words that I can vocalize. Well, probably I could, but I apologize for those that don't like swearing. Look, it is sick, you know? They are obsessed. You just got to accept it as what it is. They will always be obsessed about you till their end days, to their deathbed. They're going to be obsessed about you. When they're on a deathbed, they'll be obsessed about you. You got to know this. It's just a knowing. Have this about yourself. And if they, you know, I'm not trying to flatter you, right? You shouldn't feel flattered by it. You should actually feel quite scared. I can understand when you're hurt or you're in pain or things like this. This can be flattering for you, right? To know this about the narcissist. But really it gets strange. It gets weird and it gets sick, you know, and the way they study you and the attempts that they make, the covert attempts they make to try to reach out to you from fake profiles, from all this stuff, it's deranged, right? From the crank calls, the hoovers, all this stuff, right, that they do, whether it's a family member, romantic relationship, colleague, associate, is fucking weird. They study you meticulously. So like I said, everyone get that meticulous vetting process to keep them out and away from your lives in the future. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. Check out Zion Spiritual and check out Zion Music. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.